There's been a lot of back and forth talk about these 50-50 yards, and the debate isn't slowing down anytime soon. For those of you who might not be familiar, let me give you a quick breakdown. In prison politics, 50-50 yards are looked at as a place where people who can't function on the main line end up. To the gangsters, that's where they send the dropouts, the snitches, the pedos, and whoever else couldn't handle the politics. In their eyes, anybody programming on a 50-50 is unfit, and no solid individual should ever be okay sharing space with that kind of company. But here's where the conversation gets tricky. See, I personally feel like that's a matter of opinion. Just because you land on a 50-50 yard doesn't mean you're mixing in with the weirdos. At the end of the day, the system places you where they want to place you. You might find yourself on a 50-50, but that doesn't mean you're breaking bread with a snitch or shaking hands with somebody who caught a case for something foul. You can still stand on business, carry yourself with respect, and stay away from whatever it is those other dudes are on. Now, of course, you might have to be cordial in passing. You might show a little respect just to keep the peace. But that's a far cry from calling somebody your friend or accepting the crimes they're locked up for. The heavy politicers, though, they see it differently. In their eyes, if you're on that yard, you're guilty by association. They believe just being around those people means you're part of the madness. And that's where the tension really comes in. But when you step back and think about it, that perspective isn't always fair. Not everybody ends up in those situations by choice, and just because you're in the same environment doesn't mean you're indulging in the same behavior. Some people are simply trying to finish their time, stay focused, and get home to their families. With no further delay, let's go ahead and get into this video, because this is a situation one of the black inmates is currently facing inside the prison. And trust me, it's sparking some real conversations about how people view these 50-50 yards. So before we get into it, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on the latest updates.
You say, oh, no, you can't come back because you're on a mental health yard. What the fuck you mean I can't come back? I'm a low. I ain't never did nothing. I ain't told on no nigga. I ain't ran from nothing. Ain't did none of that wood. You know what I'm saying? So what you mean I can't come back? You know what I'm saying? My homie said I'm straight. So what the fuck you niggas talking about? You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of politicking, but it's like the Mexicans is politicking for the blacks. Like the white boys, the Mexicans, the northerners, the southerners, like, no, we don't want them over here no more. Because you're doing that to your people, you can't do that to us. If you ain't foul, you ain't telling nobody, you should be able to go back through that yard wherever you come from. There's a lot of good niggas over here that want to go back, but they can't.
So there you have it. Now I want to hear from y'all. Give me some feedback and let me know who's right or wrong in this situation. Do you feel like general population should never be housed with the so-called weirdos? Or are you one of those people who feels like it's not that deep? And at the end of the day, you just want to keep your head down, be on your best behavior, and knock your time out. All feedback on this matter is greatly appreciated, so drop your thoughts in the comments. And before you head out, make sure you hit that subscribe button for more blogs, more news, and more conversations, just like this.